Hey guys, Joey Perry here. This short video is about the etiquette and procedures for the competitors while you're in a ring at one of the state tournaments. So for example, we have a competitor lined up, ready to compete. He's ready to come in and introduce himself and he's focused. Now, looking over here to the other side, before he comes in, Xavier, go ahead and step over here for a second. All of these students are ready to compete. They're going to be next, okay? So they're sitting on the sideline waiting their turn. If you're a competitor, you're a student, your role at the tournament is to be ready to go at any time, okay? So once you're in your ring, your responsibility is to be as respectful as possible. So these guys and girls are waiting their turn to compete. He's getting ready to come up and compete. They can cheer him on, they can clap for him and cheer, but what they do not want to be doing is getting up and running around. So if you're a parent, your job is to make sure that you're watching your child, watching your student. If you're an extra black belt or coach, your job is also, if you're watching in the stands or on the sidelines, you got to make sure that they're remembering to be respectful and be attentive to what's going on in the ring. Sometimes you're there for a while. It takes a little while to go through the ring and that's okay. But what we don't want are the students getting up and disrespecting the competitors or being distracting to the judges. The judges are working hard. They're focused on keeping everything going. They don't have time to stop and ask the kids to sit down and that type of thing. It should be an unspoken thing, but a lot of times in tournaments you see competitors like this. Xavier's competing, maybe he's in the middle of his form, go ahead and do traditional form, sir, just keep going. And while he's doing his form, maybe these two guys decide they want to be silly with each other and they stand up. So if they get up and maybe they're doing cartwheels back here, or maybe they're just running back and forth and running over there to mom to talk about getting a drink or something. Do you see how distracting all of that was? That was silly. And what's happening to the competitor? He's being distracted. Maybe he's not doing his best because these guys weren't doing their best. What are the judges doing? They're trying to watch and give him value, but they're also having to worry about this. Some tournaments, students get up and run around, and maybe they run into somebody. Maybe they injure somebody. You can stop now, Xavier. Good job staying focused, man. But that's what happens. So as a competitor, your job is to clap and cheer for these people, give them positive energy, give them encouragement, help them out, but you don't want to be distracting. You don't want to take away from the judging or from the persons there. So there's your quick tip on how to be a good competitor and how to behave when you're on the sideline. You can stretch out a little bit, you can cheer them on, but you don't want to jump up and down and be back and forth and be distracted, all right? So hopefully these tips helped you out, and as a parent or a coach or an instructor, you can share those tips with your students and help them understand proper tournament etiquette. Whether you're a black belt or not, we always want you to act like a black belt. I'll see you at the next tournament.